Just Vox.
That was your uncle, and whoever was responsible for this shouldn't be alive much longer.
Well, I can ask around.
For 100 rags, you have to do more than that. Do we understand each other?
Wow. That scene right there was pretty intense. We never knew Rob's mom was this cold anyways. Welcome back to Just Vox Reviews, and in today's video we are going to be doing a recap on the Shy Season 6 episode. 2, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching for the first time, you can also check out our previous recap on episode 1, so you don't miss a thing. The episode begins with Victor heading to work on his first day as a councilman. There even seems to be a skip in his steps. However, when he reaches the office, he discovers an old acquaintance is waiting for him there. Lina's older brother, Jamal, went to prison after Victor saw him kill a man. Now that he is out, he claims that he has found God and is on the correct path before asking Victor's help reconnecting with his sister. This prompts Victor to speak to Line's guardians, who leave the decision to her. Line eventually agrees to meet Jamal, and it goes really well. Meanwhile, Tiffany discovers that her regular customer, Dante, has a new supplier, Kiro, and becomes suspicious of the man. However, Kiro seems to be more of a philosopher than a dealer. He claims himself to be a weed connoisseur who grows the stuff he sells. After she samples his weed, Tiffany has to admit that Cairo is the real deal and convinces Rob to meet him. Cairo declines their proposal of becoming their supplier, offering them a better deal. He offers to give them seeds and suggests they find an investor funding a business in which they will grow their own weed. After the end of his relationship with Maisha, Papa seems ready to move on. The girl who has caught his attention now is 2 years older than him, and unlike him, she is an adult. He and Kenya, a new employee at Smokies, connect over their similar backgrounds. Although their interest seems mutual, Kenya makes it clear that she will not go out with him until he turns 18. It appears that Douda has firmly re-established himself as the proverbial devil in the community. Everybody knows who he is, and no one can escape his clutches. Bakari is a lost young man whose sins are on the rise. He receives warning from people who care about him, but even if Bakari wants to get out, he knows Douda will not let him. And if he does, Bakari will have to pay a steep price for it. He has been staying with Papa's family, and they have come to regard him as another son. In this episode, Douda and his people pay a visit to the church that Papa's father runs and tries to coax him to launder Douda's money for him. But the man resolutely refuses. It turns out that Papa's father did launder money for Douda in the past, but that time, one of Douda's men informed the authorities, and that led to the priest's arrest. Douda tries to assure him by heavily implying that he has killed that police informant. However, the priest remains adamant about his refusal. Bakari watches the entire thing unfold from the outside, likely realizing that he will have to make a choice between these two aspects of life. Elsewhere, Kevin and Maisha grow close. Since Emmett allowed Douda to become his investor, he hasn't been able to stop him from gradually taking over every aspect of his life. At first, he was blissfully unaware of this, even though his loved ones warned him about this. But young men listen more to the ambition within them than the wisdom of those around them. It isn't until the Season 6 premiere, when he sees Douda kill a man for chewing gum loudly, that Emmett finally realizes that he has put himself, his family, and his business in danger by making a deal with Douda. Soon enough, Douda begins to influence other aspects of Emmett's life. On the older man's instructions, Emmett buys Tiffany a car. When Keisha becomes angry about this and suggests that they buy a house, Douda sends him to a realtor he knows, promising him Emmett that he will help him pay for the house. A part of Emmett is well aware of what is happening, but he can do little to stop it. Ultimately, he brings Keisha to show her the house, and they agree to buy it. To set up their weed-growing business, Rob and Tiffany need money they don't have. So they approach Rob's mother for $100,000. Shedding light on the relationship between her and her son, Rob's mother tells him she will give him the money if he can find and kill the person who murdered her brother, Quentin, inadvertently setting Rob on a collision course with Douda, his previous supplier. And that's basically it on today's episode 2 recap of The Chi. Kindly air us your opinion by going down to the comment section below and drop us a comment. Don't forget to like and share our videos. And check out our previous video on episode 1 for the recap.